Yeah, and as they start to build up a little bit of experience through the season, I think you'll see some crews really pop out fast at the end, and they might have their wheels fall off at the end of the race. But that's okay; they'll get a lot of experience as they set up. Now, I think maybe that yellow boat in lane six, the Argentinians had a great start there. They're in the yellow with the white and the blue stripes down the middle, but I think we'll be looking towards the center of the race course here would be the Slovakians and the Danish paddlers that I'll have my money on. But the Frenchies also look like they've had a very good start there in lane four, in lane three, sorry, and lane four. Like I said, the Danish crew they'll just be settling into their work nicely now and be trying to find as much boat run as they can. But there's the French crew there, Manon Hostin. She's been to a few Olympic games. She's got a lot of
Yeah.
experience under her belt, and to have someone like her in the front of the boat, you'd be very happy with that, and you'd put a lot of trust in her, that's for sure. But it looks like maybe the French will come through the 250 in first position there. Next to them is the Danish crew there. They're 0.14 behind, and the Argentina's coming through in third. And often with K4 racing, if you are through the 250 in the top four, not much changes, and that's who's going to be on that podium come the end of the race. This is obviously the B final, so we're racing for 10th position here, but nonetheless, there's lots of bragging rights on the line. So it's still the French crew there as they build up towards that last 100 meters. The Argentinians are just trying to come back on them there, that yellow
Whoa!
rocket. It's a very tight race, but on the outside of the French paddlers, they're the Danish crew, and they're typically very good as we come into the last 100 meters. But from this perspective here, it looks like maybe the French paddlers just have their nose a little
Oh, I
bit in
don't
front,
know.
maybe a
I think
quarter of a boat length.
oh, it's going to be
Here we go,
tight.
the French.
Yes, they've. Oh, very, very clever race. Very experienced race. Manon Hostins knows what she's doing, and she just managed to get the nose across the line. The Argentinians were really pushing hard in the finish, but they've fallen just short. I think. Great call, Elisa. The French taking it out at around the 150-meter mark, getting their nose in front, and then defying running down. It really does help to have an experienced paddler sitting in the pilot seat at the front of the boat. And Manon Hostin's a couple of Olympics under her belt. She's been here before. She's been in this movie before. She knows how you can make it a happy ending, and she has absolutely nailed that finish. Not by herself, of course. She's got three other paddlers sitting behind her, but a good result there for the French, who probably would consider that their home Olympics in the sprint was pretty disappointing. They had a chance to show off on the global stage, but it didn't quite come together. But they've got a chance to rebuild now and head off. Good to see the Argentinians. This is a nice building platform, isn't it, Elise, for the Argentinians to go into this Olympic cycle?
Absolutely. They had a cracking start. Their first stroke, I think their nose popped out by a quarter of a boat length just in one stroke, which is obviously a lot of free speed that you want. But there we go. The French is in first, the Argentinians in second, and the Danes there in third. And very tight racing. And if that's a bit of a taste for the A finals, it certainly makes me excited for the next hour that we have coming up. A bit of a wave to home there. They've had a bit of a trip away. Oh, some tears. I think maybe happy tears. When you're in a B final, the place that you want to be is that first position. And often when you nail a race plan, you're very, very happy. There's Manon there in the pink sunnies. Very wide shoulders on her, that's for sure. And they'll go home and rest and reset. And I have no doubt that they'll be at World Cup 2 next weekend. These girls love racing, and they're at every regatta. And there's the result. The France in first, 136.14. Argentina in second, 136.6. And Denmark in third, 136.82.